Zach Hirschbach. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the podcast, What's Your Drive? I'm your host, Tony Krapfl. I want to welcome everyone back. It's been a few months since we've had a podcast, and super excited to be here today with the podcast. Now, I'm not sure how I got nominated or selected for this. We'll bird dog that one down, but I really don't have the face or the voice for radio, television, you name it. I'm usually kept in the cellar. It works fine. Don't get to see the light of day. But again, somehow they selected me, and we'll work through that later. A brief bio about me. Again, my name's Tony Krapfl. I've been here for 6 years at Hirschbach. Involved in the safety program, the training program. So to any of my former students or trainers out on the road, great to see you and everything. I hope you're doing well. And then also, I'm involved in the weather task force here at Hirschbach. So odds are you've probably gotten an email from me or a message to the truck alerting you to the weather. So that's who I am. Again, so the podcast is starting back up. I really don't have any experience with this. My knowledge set for technology is very minute. I'm old school here. So for those of us that are older and remember the abacus or the slide rule, that's my comfort in technology. For the younger people out there, if you don't know what an abacus or a slide rule is, get on the Google and just do whatever you got to do to look that stuff up. So I don't understand technology. I got people behind the scenes that are supposed to make this work. There's a green screen behind me. I don't know what's going on that right now. There could be, I don't even want to know what's back there right now. But I want to set the expectations pretty low coming out of the gate. Again, I don't have experience in this, so think back to your days in kindergarten, or if you had kids in kindergarten, you went to the play or the program that they did on, maybe for Christmas, around the holidays or end of school. Yeah, think about how well that went and what was missed, and that's what we're looking here with this podcast for me starting out, just because I don't know. Communication for the podcast, there's a couple different ways. If you want, in the video that you're watching here, click on the link below, or not the link, but the comments below, I should say, and you can comment on that. We have an email address called podcast@hirschbach.com, the Facebook groups, if you have something, or the book face, whatever that's called. I don't do that. Tweetering or the Instacart or whatever that is, I don't understand that. So, drivers, I have a couple requests for you. Number one, we're going to keep the podcast named What's Your Drive, but we need a subtitle to it, something that's fun, so we can have a good time with this. There's been a few suggestions. Two of them that come to mind is No Baloney with Tony. I don't understand that one. Or my personal favorite is Fireside Chats with Lord Anthony. I really like that one, and there's more to that story I'll explain on a future podcast. So we need a subtitle. The other thing is topics and questions from you, the driver. What do you want to hear about? Who do you want to listen to besides your host? Because not much talking going to be done here. We do have a tentative list of topics and speakers or guests, I should say, over the next few months. So we're going to roll with that. But if something's on your mind, reach out to either comment on this video, send an email, comment. And let's make this fun and informational for everyone that's on board. The format, starting out, we're going to run the podcast, What's Your Drive, every 2 weeks, starting next week, June 7th. Our first guest is going to be Mr. Brad himself. This ought to be fun. I have a few questions that I'm formulating for Brad. I think I'll get him going on a few. Anyway, with that, again, welcome back to the podcast. I'm super excited to be here for it. Now I'm going to sign off, 794 clear. Have a great day.